Hello and welcome to the Career Connect student orientation for Iowa Lakes dual credit classes. We're happy to have you taking classes with us. This orientation will give you a little bit of information of what you can expect with your dual credit classes and information you need to be successful. The benefits of dual credit classes, for some of you, you've taken classes before with us, and some of you are new to taking dual credit classes. Benefits include an easier transition from high school to college. This allows you to take classes that you can earn to go towards a degree that you're searching to go into at the college level. This also allows you to save time and money because these dual credit classes, your high school, they are the ones paying for these classes. This is not coming out of your pocket, which is a big benefit to you. This allows you to get a head start in your college general education classes while in high school, which is a big benefit to you as a student. Requirements. NASEP does require that any student 9th through 12th grade, they are eligible to take a dual credit class while in high school. We do have a limit on how many classes you can take within the academic school year. So we go with a fall semester, a spring semester. So the limit you're only allowed to take would be 23 credits for the entire school year, which that would include fall and spring. We have students that take anywhere from, just one class a semester. Some students take up to 12 credits a semester. That's all based upon how much you and your counselor feel you can handle on taking every semester with us. A registration form is required for every term semester. So most of you guys are signed up for your classes, so you have already filled out a registration form. This form has to be completed with your high school counselor. So a lot of counselors, they'll sit down with you, go over what classes are available. They'll talk with you about what classes, let's say if you want to go into nursing or you want to go into psychology, they'll go over what classes are recommended for you to take to go into that certain program. You will then fill out that registration form with your counselor, and the counselor then has to sign that form as well as you, and then that form is sent to us. Okay, so we can never fill out a registration form because you are the one that contact us and say we want you to to sign up for a class. It always has to go through your high school counselor. We do require placement testing. So a lot of you, we've come out into your schools, before COVID, we did come out to your schools and take and access you guys to the AccuPlacer testing, and that would test you over sentence skills and math. If you did not take the AccuPlacer, we also accept ACT scores. So we do have to have test scores from you. Because if you do want to take a college level composition class or a college level math class, you have to have a certain score in order to get into a math or English class. So some of you did fill out a registration form and you do not meet the required prereq for that math or English. We do notify your counselor, and then they will tell you if you have to go and retest on the AccuPlacer, which that can be done at any of our 5 campuses. So where can you take dual credit classes? So in a regular world, we've had it where you can take it at your high school in a classroom there with your instructors that are certified to teach, that meet the credentials to teach a college course, online or at one of our Iowa Lakes campuses, or Career Academy is a program that we offer. So now in a COVID-19 world, there has been some changes. So this is important for you guys to know. Some of our classes that were scheduled to meet face-to-face, so if you signed up for a composition class that was going to meet at, let's say, the Estherville campus face-to-face with one of our college instructors, those classes are now called Laker Live, which means the class will be held virtually via Microsoft Teams still during that regular scheduled class time. So you are not coming to campus to attend this class face-to-face. You will have to log on virtual Microsoft Teams. So if your class was scheduled to meet Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 to 9:55, you will log in via Microsoft Teams during that same, during that same scheduled time. So that is going to be the change with some of our arts and science classes. So that you have to have access. Hopefully all of you have a laptop, or you can get one through your school. You have to have access to a microphone and to a camera because it will be a virtual live class. You will have to interact with the class. You will have to speak. You will have to be able to hear the instructor and your classmates. So make sure you do have access to a microphone and a camera. If you do not feel comfortable taking a Laker Live class, I would talk with your high school counselor about switching into a web e-college, which is an online course, which does not require you to log in virtual with Microsoft Teams. I've had some students say, do I have to be at home? Can I do this class from, my home, or does it have to be done at the school? That is going to be something that needs to be decided with your high school counselor or your high school principal. That's determined upon them. But I just recommend that if you are going to be logging into the class virtual, to be in a quiet setting where you will not be disrupted with a lot of background noise for that class. So the other type of class which a lot of our students take is called a web e-college, and that is a general online class. So that is strictly all online. You never have to log in virtually via any Microsoft Teams or Zoom. That is still a scheduled, strictly 100% online course. We do have some students that are taking Career Academy classes, which, for example, you're taking Career Academy in electrical or auto technology. So those classes, we are still going to be holding those face-to-face at our campus. That's as of today. Changes may occur with that, depends on how the whole COVID situation, continues. If we have our increase in numbers, things may change. We will keep everybody up to date on that. But as of now, we're still allowing our Career Academy students to come face-to-face for instruction with social distancing implemented. Face mask, as of now, we do not know if they're going to be required or not. That will be communicated out to our high school counselors to let you know if you are coming to campus, if you have to have a face mask on. If you are signed up for a science class that was supposed to meet face-to-face, the lecture parts will be through Microsoft Teams, but the lab will be at one of our 5 campuses. Okay, and that is something that can be communicated between your counselor and yourself if you are signed up for a face-to-face science class, such as microbiology, anatomy and physiology. Those classes, the lab will be at the campus. And then the other option you have are the classes that are taught at your high school that has the instructor that is certified to teach, and those classes will be delivered as normal unless indicated different by your high school counselor. So I know that's a lot of information and a lot of kind of some different changes with the delivery of our classes, especially that Laker Live. So if you have questions with that, make sure you talk to your counselor and they can reach out to us and we'll explain that more in detail if we need to. Things to remember. The biggest thing to remember is that the grades that you earn in these dual credit classes are going to be in your permanent college transcript through your entire college schooling. So if you are a freshman taking a class, and hopefully you do well, which I know a lot of you will, but sometimes things happen and you do not get a grade that you are you're happy with. Let's say you get a D, or you're not successful and you get an F in that class. You have to remember, when you graduate high school and you go on to that college, whether it's a 4-year or a 2-year technical school, that transcript goes with you. You have an Iowa Lakes transcript because you took dual credit classes in high school. So if you got an F for a grade as a freshman, when you go to the University of Iowa, wherever it is, that F is going to come with you and carry with you. So remember, a lot of students think, oh, it's just a dual credit class, it doesn't matter what grade I get. It absolutely does matter, because if you have a lot of Fs or a lot of withdrawals on a transcript, that can affect you when you go to college after you graduate high school. Okay, so remember, these are very important to be successful in these classes because the grades follow with you. It is your responsibility as a student to contact your high school counselor to drop a class. Okay, so you could not contact me and say, Kendra, can you please drop me from a college class? I will push you back right to your counselor to say you have to go through them. Okay, so if you feel you are not being successful in a course, the course is too hard, you're not enjoying the class, go talk with your high school counselor. You guys then have the discussion. If you feel, yes, you need to drop the class, The counselor will then email our office and we will drop you based upon that email from your counselor requesting it. The biggest thing is to follow your course syllabus throughout the semester. The course syllabus is what you will get on that first day of class, whether it's through your Canvas or if it's a face-to-face course. The syllabus lays out everything on the class. It lays down deadline dates. It gives you basically an overview of what the class is going to cover, what your assignments will be, tests and quizzes, and your expectations of what the class is. Something we tell students to do right away is to sign up for an Iowa Lakes Alerts for inclement weather. We all know how our winters can be here. So make sure you sign up just like you do with your high school. That way, if we have a 2-hour late start or if school is canceled, you will get a notification via text letting you know that classes are canceled or that we do have a late start. The biggest thing I tell our high school students is if you are scheduled to come to the college for a class, so let's say you're in our Auto Technology Career Academy program, just because your high school has a late start does not mean the college has a late start, okay? So if you do not get a text from the college saying that we do not, there's no late start, but your high school does, you still have class at the college, okay? You have to follow the Iowa Lakes close-in policy as far as for weather. Now, if the weather is extremely bad and mom and dad are telling you, you are not driving in this weather, we understand that. We do not want you to risk anything by coming to class. I tell students the biggest thing, if that happens, you email your instructor, text them, however you have communication with them, and let them know that, hey, we live out of town, mom and dad say the weather's too bad, I'm not coming to driving in today. That is fine. Just make sure you keep that communication open with your instructors. Online courses. This is something that is very important for anyone that's signed up for online class. Online classes starts August 24th, okay? So the most important thing with your online class, you need to log in that first day. That shows activation in that course. If you do not log in the first day, get logged in that second day for sure. If you do not log in the first few days, you will receive an email from our Iowa Lakes registrar stating that you have not shown activation, you have not logged into this class, do you still want to be in this course? Okay, make sure you respond back to her and just say, things got away from me or I'm having trouble logging into the class, I do want to be in this class. Because if you do not respond back to her and you still do not log in for the next 2 to 3 days, she's going to email you again and say, just checking, if you have not shown activation, if you want to be in this class, please respond and log into your class. If you do not log in, you will be dropped from this course the following next day. Okay. I also get that email, so I will reach out to your high school counselors to say, so-and-so has not logged into their class, please have them log in, or if they want to be dropped, please let me know if they want to be dropped from the class, okay? So it's very important to log in to those online classes the first day, which is August 24th. Biggest thing to remember with online classes, it requires self-discipline. It's self-paced. You have to be the one to log into that class to get your work done. You're not going to get reminders from your high school counselor. You're not going to get reminders from the instructor to say you have not, submitted your first assignment. You have not done a discussion. This is all self-discipline. You have to be motivated. You must be an advocate for yourself. If you're having issues with the class, if you're struggling with it, if you have tried to email the instructor and you have not heard back from that instructor within a day or two, I tell students to go talk with your high school counselor then and let us know, because we can reach out to that instructor. I've had some students that say, I emailed my instructor an hour ago and I haven't heard back from them. Okay, that I would wait definitely probably a day. If you have not heard back from them, then reach out to your high school counselor, because we want to make sure that communication is there for you to get the questions answered that you have with them. Your Iowa Lakes online classes will be taught through Canvas. You should have received a welcome email to you from our distance education office that gives you your username and password for Canvas. If you have any Canvas questions, such as you don't know your login, you don't know your password, the password's expired, contact Laura Howard. Her information is here on the screen, and this is her email. So Laura Howard can assist you with resetting passwords or having issues logging into your class. The biggest thing to do is to always check your Iowa Lakes email on a regular basis, because that's where a lot of communication is sent to you regarding online classes. For those students that are taking face-to-face or Laker Live classes, those classes start August 25th. WebAdvisor is a tool that we have that you guys have access to, and this is a great location for you to view your class schedule, to access your transcripts. So a lot of times students will say, I need my transcripts because I want to see what I've taken previous semesters, or I need to send a transcript to the college I'm looking at going to next year. So you can access your transcripts, you can access your GPA, your grades for every semester, your degree audit, which a degree audit shows you what classes you have taken. So if you are wanting to earn your Associate of Arts degree, after you are done with high school or currently in high school, you can pull that degree audit, and that shows you what classes you have completed and what classes you need yet to earn that Associate of Arts degree. You can also view your test summary, which is where you can view test scores from your AccuPlacer that you've taken with us. Or if you've submitted your ACT scores, those will also be shown in the test summary. And your username and password is the same for WebAdvisor as it is for Canvas. And we will also include a step-by-step instruction on how to access WebAdvisor that your counselor will have to be able to send out to you. We also have included with this orientation video, we have included what we call the orientation fact sheets. This gives you a lot of information regarding stuff that we maybe did not cover in this the video, and all the links that we have in here are active live links, so you can click on them to be brought to the site on our website that will show you more information on everything that can give you helpful hints on how to be successful with us. So this is our contact information. My name is Kendra Huff. I'm the High School Partnership Coordinator. So you may have seen me before come out to your high schools to help you with AccuPlacer testing or to help with registration, advising. Carrie Hampy is our director of our program, and then Rachel Helma, she is also within our high school partnership program. So you can reach out to any of us. Our emails are included on here. If you have a quick question about something that you have a question of what we discussed in this video, or if you have questions about some classes. But the biggest thing to remember is your first contact is your high school counselor. So you need to reach out to them first, and then we are more than happy to help you if your counselor has questions, or if you have a quick email that you want to shoot to us, we can help you out. So make sure you reach out to us. We're excited you guys are taking classes with us. We know that with COVID, it's a different type of school year, but we'll take it kind of day by day. If there's any changes that do occur, we will make sure that's communicated out to your high school counselor and to you guys. So make sure you reach out to us, and we look forward to working with you with your dual credit classes.